Hi, boys and girls. It's so good to be here and have story time again. And you know, there are so many exciting stories in the Bible, and this is one of them. The name of it is Daniel and the Lion's Den. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before we actually read the story. There was a king, and his name was King Darius. And he decided that he was going to make a new rule in the land, a new law, that nobody could pray to anybody but him. So no one could pray to God. And so these men knew a man named Daniel, and they saw him praying because he prayed several times every single day. And they told King Darius about it. And King Darius knew Daniel. He really liked Daniel, but he said, a law is a law and you cannot break it. So he will be thrown in the lion's den. So the guards went and got Daniel, and they threw him in the lion's den, and they put a big rock on the opening of the door to the den so that Daniel could not escape. Well, King Darius that night was really worried about Daniel, and he couldn't sleep, and he couldn't sleep, and he couldn't sleep. And he got up early in the morning, and he ran to the lion's den, and he said, Daniel, did God save you? Did your God that you pray to, did he protect you? And he heard this voice say, yes, King Darius, he did. God protected me, and the lions did not harm me one bit. So King Darius was so happy, and he took Daniel back to his house, and he said, you know what? I'm writing a new rule, a new law, that everyone can pray to your God. You can pray to the God that Daniel prays to every day. Isn't that a great story? And now I'll show you the pictures. This is the name of the book, Daniel and the Lion's Den. And here's Daniel praying. You can see him right there praying. And there's the lion. Daniel followed God and loved him very, very much. And he prayed to God several times a day. But the king made a law that no one could pray to God. And see, there's Daniel. He's standing in the window and he's praying to God. Daniel faithfully continued to pray, and so he broke the law. The king punished him by throwing him into the lion's den, but he put a big stone over the door so that he could not get out, and he thought the lions would harm Daniel. There's Daniel being thrown into the lion, but look, the lions are not growling or anything. They're staying very calm. And there's King Darius looking, and that's where he had the guards put the rock so that Daniel could not escape. Even though the lions were hungry, they closed their mouths. God calmed them so that they would not harm Daniel. And Daniel was protected because he was faithful to God. See, the lions are just peaceful. And there's Daniel, and they did not harm Daniel. The next day, the king went to the den and saw that God protected and saved Daniel's life. The king then believed in God himself and took Daniel out of the den and made a new law that everyone could follow and pray to God. Isn't that a great Bible story? So would you like to pray also like Daniel did? Why don't you fold your arms and close your hands together, and let's thank God that we are able to pray to him. Dear God, thank you so much for Daniel. Thank you for protecting him in the lion's den, and thank you for King Darius making a new law. Thank you, dear God, that we can pray to you anytime we want to, and that you are the only God. Amen.